Hey everybody, it's Luke over at Galaxy Tech Review, and today I've got an unboxing and first impressions of the Samsung Galaxy S7 Edge. Now this is the T-Mobile variant, and it's in titanium silver, or silver titanium as they're calling it. I have opened the box. I'm just going to show you how it comes packaged, give you some first impressions of the build quality, and go from there. This is going to be a short video just to do the unboxing and some first impressions. Then once I get everything set up, I'll do a more in-depth review of the Galaxy S7 Edge. So without further ado, looking at the packaging, it's very nice. They've changed the boxing since the days of the Note 4, and you know, it's usually had some white boxing to it. This is much more attractive, and it opens up just as a sleeve here, and then it's got a flap. Very nice looking Samsung branding here. And of course, here is the Samsung Galaxy S7 Edge in titanium silver, as you can see. I did remove the plastic off it, so I do apologize for that. And it does acquire a lot of fingerprints, as you've seen probably on a lot of reviews. This guy has a glass back as well as the glass front, and you can see it will pick up fingerprints mostly on the back. The front is pretty resistant, as you can see. I'm putting my finger down here. I don't have, you know, I can get some on there, but not too bad. The back definitely shows fingerprints, so if you're somebody like that, you're either going to want to put a case on this guy, or you're going to want to be wiping him down quite often. With a glass back, I would definitely recommend a case, and I do have a case from Veris that I'm going to go over as well, upcoming, that will show you guys that and what the protection that offers. So as you can see, very nice color in the silver titanium here. You've got that 12 megapixel camera. They have reduced the bump on the back to almost non-existent, which is excellent, coming from the Galaxy S6. You've got your sensors and your flash here as well right along it. I really like the silver titanium look here. It's got a really nice flashy look to it. Looks very, very good, and wasn't a fan of the gold that they had on the S6, but I do like this silver. It kind of takes you away from that traditional black that we have seen. Now they do give you obviously a T-Mobile SIM card in here, since I do have the T-Mobile variant, and as we go through, they give you some IMEI numbers and some other things on separate stickers that you can keep, so you don't want to get rid of that. And then they give you a box here that has some literature in it, I believe, and your SIM removal tool. So we will take a look at that real quickly. Yep, this is just T-Mobile lit, and your SIM removal tool here, which you'll get. You got this guy, so you can have that to open up your SIM card, which now they have brought back the micro SD storage, which I thought was awesome. You get some welcome guides here and some other stuff that you're not going to need, mostly. So we'll put that to the side, put that to the side, and put this box to the side. You get your adaptive fast charger. This is going to be, looking at it, you're going to have an output of 9 volts at 1.67 amps, or 5 volts at 2 amps. Then you're going to have your input at 100 to 240 volts, 50 to 60 hertz. And then, you know, this is the same charger that they were using for the S6. It's going to give you a faster charge. You will be able to use Qualcomm Quick Charge 2.0 with this, so any accessories that you may have that are Qualcomm Quick Charge 2.0 enabled, you're going to be able to get that fast charge out of it, so that's awesome that they continue that. I kind of wish they had put Qualcomm 3.0 on this, but that's okay, not a big deal. They do give you another cable here, of course. It's a micro USB. They have not upgraded to the Type-C, so they haven't done that yet. And the reason that they didn't do that was because they wanted to keep this guy in line so that you could use the Galaxy VR headset that has a micro USB connect on it. So that's cool, I guess, that they did it. They didn't want to have to redo the headset to have a whole big line of phones that they needed to redo the headset for. And I'm not missing that. To be honest, that's fine that they put it in there. You get Qualcomm 2.0 quick charging on it, and it's been fast on my Note 4. It's been fast on all the other iterations, so I expect it to be just as fast, if not faster, with this. You've got another little dongle in here. This is for an OTG. You're going to have a micro USB to USB for transferring files onto your phone directly. So that's actually pretty cool too, that you can do that. So it's cool that they threw this little connector in here, and I'll probably make use of that. And then they give you just some headphones here. And these guys are just like these stock Samsung headphones in a nice carrying case that they give you. I have other headphones that I'll use, so I probably won't be using these. But it's good to have them in case, you know, my main pair break or something like that. So that's what's in the box. And that is basically our unboxing. Now, going around the headset, it hasn't changed much, or the handset, it hasn't changed much since the Galaxy S6, although they did round the back on this, so holding it in your hand does feel much, much better. The home button has changed a little bit. It is a little bit different than the S6, but not that you will really notice too much. It's more of a look than a feel. It still has, you know, that nice feel to it. You've got this nice AMOLED display here that is still the same pixels that you were getting with the S6. Very vibrant, nice colors, deep blacks, everything that you would expect out of a AMOLED display. You've got your power button on the right hand side here. You've got your volume rocker on the left, like usual. You do have a 5 megapixel front shooter on this. Your LED and sensor at the left hand side, like it was on the S6. On the bottom, you have your charging port, your 3.5 millimeter headphone jack, and then you have your speaker here with another microphone. You've got another microphone at the top here, your SIM tray, which I will open up in just a second. And again, on the back, you're going to have that 12 megapixel camera here. That they did lower from 16 megapixels, but they've actually changed the aperture to let more light in for low light situations. And I will, when we do more of an in-depth review, show you guys that as well. Some picture samples and video samples. So overall, this guy sits much better in your hand than the S6 Edge ever did. The edges are very nice on the back and the front. It fits in my hand well, and I've got, you know, medium-sized hands, and I can work this guy pretty much all around where I need to reach on this. Wouldn't be a problem for me one-handed. They have upped the screen from 5.1 inches on the the S7 has a 5.1 inch screen. This has a 5.5, I believe it is, inch screen, or 5.7. Don't quote me. I'll have it in the description below or an annotation. I believe it is 5.7, but we'll go over that when we go in the in-depth review. So this was an unboxing. Let me open up the SIM card tray. I know you guys will be kind of looking for that, especially people that want to see how they have changed the micro SD card slot so that you can actually use that now. And what they have cleverly done is just making an all-in-one SIM and micro SD slot here. So you'll have your micro SD up top, and then you'll have your nano SIM, and it is a nano SIM, down at the bottom, and they'll fit right in, and you will be able to add up to 200. It supports up to 200 gigabyte cards, so that's excellent. I'm glad that they did that. Again, the screen is awesome on this. You can see the edges. Images look great. I haven't totally set this guy up. This was just an unboxing and a quick first impressions of the build quality, and it is excellent. Just be aware that these guys are pretty big fingerprint magnets, so you're going to want to either carry a microfiber cloth with you or put this guy in a case. But I really like the revisions that they've made to this, and it got me to the point of where I wanted to upgrade from my Note 4 straight to this S7 Edge. So this was the unboxing and quick first impressions of the Samsung Galaxy S7 Edge in silver titanium. You guys can check out more as I go into a more in-depth review. And we'll go over specs, we'll go over everything else in that review. So again, this was Luke from Galaxy Tech Review. This was the unboxing and first impressions of the S7 Edge on T-Mobile. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please remember to like and subscribe, and I'll check you guys out on the next video.